All right, here we go. Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Good blood, bad blood, good blood, bad blood, good blood, bad blood. Unique New York, unique New York, unique New York, unique New York, unique New York. 11 benevolent elephants, 11 benevolent elephants, 11 benevolent elephants. The black bug bled black blood. The black bug bled black blood. The black bug bled black blood. Peggy Babcock. Excuse me. Peggy Babcock. Peggy Babcock. Peggy Babcock. I slit the sheet I slit, and on the slitted sheet I sit. I slit the sheet I slit, and on the slitted sheet I sit. I am a thistle sifter. I have 7 sieves of unsifted thistles and 7 sieves of sifted thistles, for I am a thistle sifter. Amidst the mists of fiercest frosts, with barest wrists and stoutest boasts, he thrusts his fists against the post, and still insists he sees the ghost. Amidst the mists of fiercest frosts, with barest wrists and stoutest boasts, he thrusts his fists against the post, and still insists he sees the ghost. Oh, what a to-do tonight today, at a minute or two to two. A thing distinctly hard to say, but harder still to do, for they'll beat a tattoo at 20 to 2, a rat-a-tat-tat, and a tat-a-tattoo. And the dragon will come when he hears the drum, at a minute or two to two today, at a minute or two to two. She stood on the balcony, inexplicably mimicking him hiccuping, and amicably welcoming him in. She stood on the balcony, inexplicably mimicking him hiccuping, and amicably welcoming him in. Every single syllable I speak upon the stage has been specifically, scientifically selected to stimulate the sections of your cerebrum that set and sustain a certain satisfying psychological state. 1 hen. 1 hen, 2 ducks. 1 hen, 2 ducks, 3 squawking geese. 1 hen, 2 ducks, 3 squawking geese, 4 corpulent porpoises. 1 hen, 2 ducks, 3 squawking geese, 4 corpulent porpoises, 5 Limerick oysters. 1 hen, 2 ducks, 3 squawking geese, 4 corpulent porpoises, 5 Limerick oysters, 6 pairs of Don Alfonso's tweezers. 1 hen, 2 ducks, 3 squawking geese, 4 corpulent porpoises, 5 Limerick oysters, 6 pairs of Don Alfonso's tweezers, 7,000 Macedonian warriors in full battle array. 1 hen, 2 ducks, 3 squawking geese, 4 corpulent porpoises, 5 Limerick oysters, 6 pairs of Don Alfonso's tweezers, 7,000 Macedonian warriors in full battle array, 8 brass monkeys from the ancient sacred crypts of Egypt, 9 apathetic, diabetic, sympathetic old men on roller skates, with a marked propensity for procrastination and sloth, and 10 lyrical, spherical, diabolical denizens of the deep, who all stall around the corner of the quay of the quivery, all at the same time. Give me the gift of a grip-top sock. A drip-drape, ship-shape, tip-top sock. Not your spiv-slick, slapstick, slip-slop stock, but a plastic elastic grip-top sock. None of your fantastic slack, swap, slop from a slapdash, flash cash, haberdash shop. Not a knick-knack, knit-lock, knock-kneed knickerbocker sock with a mock-shot, blob-mottled tick-tocker clock. Not a rucked-up, puckered-up, flop-top sock. Not a super-sheer, seersucker, puka-sack smock sock. Not a spot-speckled, frog-freckled, cheap chic sock off a hotch-potch, moss-blotched, botched scotch block. Nothing slip-slop, drip-drop, flip-flop, or clip-top. Clip-clop, tip me a tip-top grip-top sock. All right, 30 seconds. Let's get ready for magic time. Hi, Shayna. Thanks for being here. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. All right. Here we go. Good morning, and I hope everybody's feeling healthy, happy, rich, and pretty. My name's Johnny Millwater. I'm very happy to see you today. I hope everybody's doing, man, I can't get that thing to work on the first try for nothing. I wonder why that is. Feeling good, though. I hope you're feeling good, too. Thanks for asking how I am. I'm doing just fine. Yeah, it's been an early start. I'm a little nervous about tonight's show. Hey, hi there. Welcome, Ms. Myro, or Melro. This is exciting. We got somebody new. Happy Father's Day to you, too. Where you writing in from? Oh my gosh, Dad is here already too. This is exciting. I get to spend time with my father, my friend, and a new friend. This is great. Let me show you how it works. Let's go down to the chat chalet so I can bring it in for Ms. Malro. 2012. This is pretty much, oh my goodness gracious, it's my sister. Fantastic. I wonder which one. I got a couple sisters. I got Stephanie and I got Kim. Stephanie, fantastic. You get to spend time with Dad too. That is exciting. Thank you very much for being here. We got a very special Father's Day edition of the big show today. In that, I picked out a whole bunch of stuff I thought Dad would like too. And I want to hear all your stories about Father's Day. You're at Dad's? Are you really? That's fantastic. My dad's? You're visiting Dad back in Tampa? Oh, I'm so happy you two got together. That makes me wonderfully happy. How'd that happen? Tell me that story if you get a chance. Ah, wow, that's great. I'm so happy you guys got to get together. I know you don't get to see each other as much as you like to, and I don't get to see you as much as I like to either. That's fantastic. Thanks for being there. I got a great show for you today, so please share your Father's Day memories. What are you guys doing for Father's Day? Let's start with something simple. I am doing this, and then I'm going home for 3 hours, and then I have a Father's Day show tonight at one of my favorite theaters, the Stage Door Theater in Uptown Charlotte. So that should be a lot of fun to do. Get to do 20 minutes. Haven't done that in a long time. I am glad that my dad and you were Facebook friends. I think he'd enjoy all your input. I think he'd enjoy your art and he'd enjoy your pictures and all the sing-along stuff. Brunch with Abe. Very nice. I'm guessing it's brunch with Dad, or you're having brunch with a bee. Andy, oh good. Oh my goodness gracious, that's fantastic. You and Andy and Dad all on the same day. That makes me so happy. I wish I could be there. Let's see, my Father's Day, we'll get to Roses and Thorns a little bit later on, but don't have any specific plans. We're going out to dinner tomorrow night to celebrate having the entertainer's Father's Day, and then we have a lot to look forward to. So, tell you what, why don't we spin the wheel and we'll get started. I got a whole bunch of stuff I think you guys will enjoy. Here we go. Shakespeare, very nice. All right, let's go to the Shakespeare stage. We'll get the sonnet out of the way, but I quite like this one. This is Sonnet 26 by William Shakespeare. Lord of my love, to whom in vassalage thy merit hath my duty strongly knit, to thee I send this written ambassage, to witness duty, not to show my wit. Duty so great, which wit so poor as mine may make seem bare, in wanting words to show it, but that I hope some good conceit of thine, in thy soul's thought, all naked, will bestow it. Till whatsoever star that guides my moving points on me graciously, with fair aspect, and puts apparel on my tattered loving, to show me worthy of thy sweet respect. Then may I dare to boast how I do love thee. Till then, not show my head where thou mayst prove me. And I don't know what that meant. Well, worth a try. This is exciting. I'm glad everybody's friends on Facebook now. Nothing new in there. Got brunch with Dad, Andy, and then the pool. Very, very cool. All right, let's spin the wheel. Oh, and Shayna, I understand you have a whole brand new book of dad jokes. I know Shayna's very fond of the dad jokes. She's going to be my official dad joke curator today. So let's see how that goes. There we go. Oh, some prose. Nice. Let's see if we can't go down to the prose library. let's start with, here we go. This is from The Book of Life by Jiddu, Jiddu, Krishnamurti, Krishnamurti. Oh, and I get headphones for this. I want to do the voice right. There are many people who will give you the purpose of life. They will tell you what the sacred books say. Clever people will go on inventing what the purpose of life is. The political group will have one purpose, the religious group will have another purpose, and so on and so on. So, what is the purpose of life when you yourself are confused? When I'm confused, I ask you this: what is the purpose of life? Because I hope that through this confusion, I shall find an answer. How can I find a true answer when I'm confused? Do you understand? If I am confused, I can only receive an answer which is also confused. If my mind is confused, if my mind is disturbed, if my mind is not beautiful, quiet, whatever answer I receive will be through the screen of confusion, anxiety, and fear. Therefore, the answer will be perverted. So, what is important is not to ask what is the purpose of life or existence, but to clear the confusion that is within you. It is like a blind man who asks, "What is light?" If I tell him what light is, he will listen according to his blindness, according to his darkness. But suppose he is able to see then. He will never ask the question, "What is light?" It is there. Similarly, if you can clarify the confusion within yourself, then you will find what the purpose of life is. You will not have to ask. You will not have to look for it. All you'll have to do is to be free from those causes which bring about confusion. Oh, hey, we got a couple interesting things here. All right. Wants to know what to call him. My dad first to be called Jim. Shayna, after seeing your Facebook. All right. Look forward to seeing how that sentence ends. Let's spin the wheel some more. All right, Zen Koan, let's do it. Meet me at the campfire. Got a couple of exciting Zen Koans for you today. This first one is Zen Koan 55, The Tea Master and the Assassin. Huh? Didn't expect that combination, did you? The Tea Master and the Assassin. Taiko, a warrior who lived in Japan before the Tokugawa era, studied Chan no Yu, tea etiquette, with Sen no Rikyu, a teacher of that aesthetical expression of calmness and contentment. Taiko's attendant warrior Kato interpreted his superior's enthusiasm for tea etiquette as negligence of state affairs, so he decided to kill Sen no Rikyu. He pretended to make a social call upon the tea master and was invited to drink tea. The master, who was well skilled in his art, saw at a glance the warrior's intention, so he invited Kato to leave his sword outside before entering the room for the ceremony, explaining that Cha no Yu represents peacefulness itself. Kato would not listen to this. "I am a warrior," he said. "I always have my sword with me. Cha no Yu or not Cha no Yu, I have my sword." "Very well. Bring your sword in and have some tea," consented Sen no Rikyu. The kettle was boiling on the charcoal fire. Suddenly, Sen no Rikyu tipped it over. Hissing steam arose, filling the room with smoke and ashes. The startled warrior ran outside. The tea master apologized. "It was my mistake. Come back in and have some tea. I have your sword here covered with ashes, and we'll clean it and give it to you." In this predicament, the warrior realized he could not very well kill the tea master, so he gave up the idea. Nice. All right. After seeing your Facebook, I do wish I was 40 years younger. Oh, here we go. And we have our very first joke. Let's see if I can remember it. Let's see. What is a balloon's least favorite genre of music? Balloon. Let's see. Rock, roll, float, classical. Pincushion. I'm going to have to think about that for a second. Jeez, I don't know. What is a balloon's least favorite genre of music? Something to do with pins, something to do... I don't know. I give up. What is it? We'll find out in just a minute. But first, let's spin the wheel. Pop music. Of course it's pop music. Oh, that's marvelous. Let's go. Let's tell that joke at the comedy club. What is a balloon's least favorite genre of music? Pop music. Dad joke complete. Well done. All right, now let's spin the wheel, see what happens. Oh, wisdom. Nice. Let's see if we can learn something. Lay down some wisdom for Mom. Got 2 pieces picked out for you today I think you'll enjoy. Oh, how many jokes do I think I know? I have no idea. Never thought to count them. I also forgot talented, Shayna. That's very true. She is very talented. Wonderful work. This is one of her paintings here. This is not, I'm working on it. See if I can improve it somehow. But I'm trying to include as much of her talent as I can. Let's see. This is wisdom from Mark Twain. You know, travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness, and many of our people need it sorely on those accounts. Broad, wholesome, charitable views of men and things cannot be acquired by vegetating in one little corner of the earth. Nice. Spin the wheel. Okay, let me answer that question after we see what this is here. Acapella. Let's go to the acapella library. Sing a song. Go ahead and blush for fans. The question that was asked was, do you think you know more dad jokes or more Mitch Hedberg one-liners? I definitely know more Mitch Hedberg one-liners. I could probably do 50 of those in a row. Dad jokes, I'd probably run out of the 3 or 4 just coming up with them out of the blue. Hey, listen, I have decided for the big show tonight, the 20 minutes, I'm not going to be able to do the straitjacket escape. The jacket doesn't fit right, and I try to do a run-through, and it's just not going to happen. So, I would like to sing my dad's, well, at least one of my dad's favorite songs, My Way. This is for you, Dad. Here we go. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll say it clear. I'll state my case, of which I'm certain. I've lived a life that's full. I've traveled each and every highway. But more, much more than this, I did it my way. Regrets, I've had a few, but then again, too few to mention. I did what I had to do and saw it through without exemption. I planned each charted course, each careful step along the byway. But more, much more than this, I did it my way. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you knew, when I bit off more than I could chew, and through it all, when there was doubt, I headed up and spit it out. I faced it all, and I stood tall, and did it my way. I've loved, I've laughed and cried, I've had my fill, my share of losing, and now with fears aside, I find it all so amusing to think I did all that, and may I say, not in a shy way, oh no, not me, I did it my way. For what is a man? What has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say the things he truly feels, and not the words of one who kneels. The record shows I took the blows and did it my way. There you go. Been about 4 years since I sang that one. Love you, Dad. All right, let's spin the wheel. You know, My Way is also very sentimental to me. Ooh, monologue. Let's go to the theater. It doesn't fit anymore, Dad. You're absolutely right. The straitjacket doesn't fit anymore. No, you didn't tell me that, but it's also very sentimental for me for the same reason. My dad and I both love this song, and he has asked me to sing it at his, or at least play the Frank Sinatra version, at his memorial ceremony. All right, speaking of stuff Dad loves, I picked out some George Carlin for our monologues today. We got a couple of classics. We have, let's do A Place for My Stuff by George Carlin. Actually, this is just a place for my stuff, that's all. Little place for my stuff. That's all I want. That's all you need in life, a little place for your stuff, I could see it on your table. Everybody's got a little place for their stuff. This is your stuff, that's my stuff, this is your stuff over here, that's his stuff over there. That's all you need in life, a little place for your stuff. That's all your house is, a place to keep your stuff. If you didn't have so much stuff, you wouldn't need a house. You could just walk around all the time. A house is just a pile of stuff with a cover on it. You can see that when you're taking off in an airplane. You look down, you see everybody's got a little pile of stuff. All the little piles of stuff. And when you leave your house, you got to lock it up. Wouldn't want somebody to come by and take some of your stuff. They always take the good stuff. They never bother with that crap you're saving. All they want is the shiny stuff. That's what your house is, a place to keep your stuff while you go out and get more stuff. Sometimes you got to move. Got to get a bigger house. Why? No room for your stuff anymore. Did you ever notice when you go to somebody else's house, you never quite feel 100% at home? You know why? No room for your stuff. Somebody else's stuff is all over the goddamn place. And if you stay overnight, unexpectedly, they give you a little bedroom to sleep in. Bedroom they haven't used in about 11 years. Somebody died in it 11 years ago, and they haven't moved any of his stuff. Right next to the bed, there's usually a dresser or a bureau of some kind, and there's no room for your stuff on it. Somebody else's shit is on the dresser. Have you noticed that their stuff is shit and your shit is stuff? Yeah. And you say, get that shit off of there and let me put my stuff down. Sometimes you leave your house to go on vacation, and you got to take some of your stuff with you. Got to take about 2 big suitcases full of stuff when you go on vacation. You got to take a smaller version of your house. It's the second version of your stuff. And you're going to fly all the way to Honolulu. Got to go across the continent, across half an ocean to Honolulu. You get down to the hotel room in Honolulu and you open up your suitcase and you put away all your stuff. Here's a place here, put a little bit of stuff there. Here's some stuff over there, put some stuff there. The place for this stuff, place for that stuff. Hey, look at that. I'll put some stuff up here. And even though you're far away from home, you start to get used to it. You start to feel okay because after all, you do have some of your stuff with you. That's when your friend calls up from Maui and says, hey, why don't you come over to Maui for the weekend and spend a couple of nights over here? Oh, no. Now what do I pack? That's right, you gotta pack an even smaller version of your stuff. The third version of your house. Just enough stuff to take to Maui for a couple of days. You get over to Maui, you're really getting extended now when you think about it. You got stuff all the way back on the mainland. You got stuff on another island. You got stuff on this island. Supply lines are getting longer and harder to maintain. You get over to your friend's house in Maui, and he gives you a little place to sleep, a little bed right next to his windowsill or something. You put some of your stuff up there, huh? You put your stuff up there. You got your Visine, huh? You got your nail clippers. You put everything up. It takes about an hour and a half, but after a while, you finally feel okay, saying, all right, I got my nail clippers. I must be okay. That's when your friend says, hey, I think tonight we'll go over to the other side of the island, visit a pal of mine, maybe stay over. Oh, no. Now what do you pack, right? You got to pack an even smaller version of your stuff, the fourth version of your house. Only the stuff you know you're going to need. Money, keys, comb, wallet, lighter, hanky, pen, smokes, rubber, and change. Well, only the stuff you hope you're going to need. Little George Carlin for Dad there. Love it. Let's see. Very sentimental to me. We talked about that. Straight jacket doesn't fit anymore. Hurt my feelings, but it's also literally true. Straight shooter, he is indeed. At this point, why lie? He's a non-shooter if possible. That's right. Not big gun people, us Millwaters. Ooh, and what's the favorite? Oh, here we go. Here we go. We got a new joke. What is the favorite color of a dad who's answering the telephone? Oh, I got this one. Favorite color of a dad, and this, my dad does this, literally does this, who's answering the telephone. Yellow. I like it. Let's go tell that one real quick. What's the favorite color of a dad answering the telephone? Yellow. Fun. All right. Let's see. Let's do a poem. Oh, wait, better yet, let's spin the wheel. See what we got. Yellow. Oh, sweet. It is a poem. Nice. Let's go to the Poetry Corner. This is one I just discovered last week. I hope you enjoy it. It's called Children by Kahlil Gibran. Gibran, Kahlil, Kahlil, Gibran, Gibran. It's called On Children. Here we go. Your children are not your children. They are the sons and daughters of life's longing for itself. They come through you, but not from you. And though they are with you yet, they belong not to you. You may give them your love, but not your thoughts, for they have their own thoughts. You may house their bodies, but not their souls, for their souls dwell in the house of tomorrow, which you cannot visit, not even in your dreams. You may strive to be like them, but seek not to make them like you. For life goes on backward, nor tarries with yesterday. You are the bows from which your children as living arrows are sent forth. The archer sees the mark upon the path of the infinite, and he bends you with his might, that his arrows may go swift and far. Let your bending in the archer's hand be for gladness. For even as he loves the arrow that flies, so he loves also the bow that is stable. I like that one. All right, got another one. Why do trees hate tests? Let's see, Scantron, number 2. Pop quiz. Why do trees hate tests? Let's see, something to do with branches, leaves. I give up. Why do trees hate tests? Can't wait to find out. And meanwhile, let's spin the wheel. Roses and Thorns. Oh, good. Let's go to the chat chalet. Oh, by the way, Shayna is still learning to play the theme song of Twin Peaks, and I was the only one who recognized it so far. Well, I'll tell you exactly why, and it's a whole full circle. About 3-4 weeks ago, you gave me that beautiful eulogy of the Log Lady, and I realized that it wasn't from the first 2 seasons. It was from the 3rd season, and I hadn't finished the 3rd season, so I started watching it, and because I've been watching it for the past couple of weeks, can't watch too much in a row. I fall asleep, but because I've been watching it, I've heard the theme over and over again, so I recognized it right away. Got it. All right, because they always get stumped. You know, I'm going to go and tell that, and then we'll come back and do Roses and Thorns. What do you say? I don't want to forget it. Here we go. Try again. I'm going to change it to riddles, because I think that's a funnier word. Here we go. Why do trees hate riddles? Because they always get stumped. Fun. All right. Back to the talk show desk. Let's talk about Roses and Thorns. This is the dad's edition of Roses and Thorns. First thing I want to ask is, Shayna, you mentioned on your Facebook a couple weeks ago that you don't mind it when people ask you to share memories of your parents, and I've never done that with you before. I don't want to, bring up a sore subject, but today is Father's Day, so it must be on your mind, and I was wondering if you'd be so kind as to share a happy memory that you spent with your dad. I'll give you one of my favorite memories with my dad. He's one of my heroes who used to, when I was learning how to be a magician, I used to be a part of the Society of American Magicians, and I would once a month go over this gigantic 9-mile bridge in St. Petersburg, Florida, called the Howard Franklin Bridge. We called it the Howard Frankenstein because it was always broken and the traffic was terrible like a monster. And one time I was coming home. My dad used to drive me all the way across, and he would just sit in the car with the air conditioning on, or he would come into the meeting with me sometimes. But this time, I think I had just gotten my first car, and the alternator went out, and I was just driving over. Actually, I think I was performing at Shell's seafood restaurant over there, doing magic and balloon animals, and my battery died about 3 miles in. So I had to walk this is before cell phones. I had to walk 3 miles back to get a phone, then walk 3 miles back again. Dad picked me up. He went over to the car, and he was able to charge the car. Now, we didn't get a tow truck. His mom thought it was too expensive. So Dad, he would just charge the battery enough for me to drive about 5 miles, and then the battery would die again, and we would pull over, and he would charge the battery again. And it would go for like 5 miles, and then we're downtown Tampa, and then we'd pull over, and he would charge the battery again for 5 miles, and we made it all the way home safe. Dad drove me a billion places at all hours of the day and night. He used to drop me off at the theme park, and I would leave him sitting in the parking lot way too long because I was having so much fun. He hardly ever complained, and it just means the world to me that he had all that time to spend and to help me get where I wanted to be and to a lesser extent be who I wanted to be. And I really, really appreciate it. So I just wanted to share that memory of my dad, and I'm hoping maybe you can share a memory of your dad. Those of you who are watching, Stephanie, myself, maybe Dad. Hey, Dad, I'd love to hear a story about your dad. Never heard one. Here we go. Here's some Shayna memories. One of my fondest memories are when my dad used to take me camping at Cumberland Island off the coast of Georgia. Beautiful there. Every single summer from the age of 4 to 19. That is absolutely beautiful. No wonder you still like camping. My dad was a Boy Scout leader while I was in the Scouts, and he would take me camping. But camping in Florida is punishment for shoplifting. It's awful and sweaty, and there's bugs and other bad things that happen to you when you're at the Boy Scout camp. So I never really enjoyed camping until I tried it outside of Florida. But Dad would take me all the time. He spent so much time. He was a camp leader. He was a, scout master. And he went on all the field trips. He would help keep me company. It's wonderful. What kind of things did you do with your dad when you were camping? Always curious. And Roses and Thorns. Let's not forget our Roses and Thorns this week. My rose is, let's see, while I'm waiting for you to tell me more about your father, I'd love to hear more about it. Being from Florida, I'm afraid of alligators. Yes, of course if I see one, yes. Of course. If you're not afraid of alligators, you're not paying enough attention. They're very frightening. well, monsters that kill you and drag you under the water like a nightmare. Yeah, of course I hate alligators. I'm not crazy about crocodiles either. Seems like the videos seen from Floridians, they don't seem scared. Yeah, the Floridians that show up on TV aren't often the best of the best. A lot of Floridians are great, but you never see them on TV. The Floridians on TV tend to be, you know what I mean? I think you might. Not afraid of the one you see. You're afraid of the alligators that you don't see. That's absolutely true. And they are everywhere, and for the most part, they leave you alone. It's the ones that run away that don't bother me a bit, but I got no need to wrestle them or see someone wrestle them or anything like that. Can I do that? No, absolutely not. I don't want you. No, you would screenshot it. That's just a Florida. No, thank you. Leave it be. Leave it be. That's why use a word when you can make a noise? That's the way I feel about it. So, roses and thorns. And I'd still love to hear something from your dad. Dad, how I actually, I know what you meant, but yeah, I don't. It made me feel self-conscious. Let's see. My roses this week, my daughter turned 10. She cut her hair short last night and put a little color into it. They went to the Whitewater Center to celebrate her birthday. And a real treat, my sister's wife, nope, strike that, reverse it. My wife's sister, there it is, Ellen, happened to be passing through Charlotte. Her flight got delayed. So she and her husband and her two kids, Daniel and Matthew, and her husband Pedro, were all able to come to our house and have cake and hanging out with Charlotte on her birthday. So she had to make a little bit of adjustment to her birthday plans. She was very kind about it, but we all got to be together, and that was wonderful. I also did a show last week. I did a corporate show for a group called Stand-Ups and Startups, and I got to do 10 minutes along with my friends Jason Allen King, Joy Wills, and let's see, Jason Allen King, Joy Wills, and a name that always escapes me, even though he's one of my favorite people in the world. There it is, Jordan Sentry. Took me a minute. 3 of my favorite people. We got to sit backstage and then come out and do a corporate show. Then we went out to an open mic afterwards. We all got to hang out and talk, and it was really lovely. I had a nice time, made a couple of bucks, and of course I have the show tonight, so I'm ready for that. I'm very, very excited. She did not, I don't know how short her hair is. They were still working on it when I fell asleep last night, and I did not see her this morning. But she did not cut it herself. I believe Rose, house full of people. Very nice. Who all is there? That's wonderful. That's a wonderful rose. She did not cut it herself. I think that my wife cut it for her, just to get the line right. So I know that you got Andy there, you got Stephanie there. That makes me very happy. Have you heard from Kim yet today? And of course, I'm thinking about you. I'm there with you in spirit, at the very least. So that's pretty nice. That is a good rose. Let's see, what's my other roses? Any thorns? Terribly depressed for a couple days, anxious before my show, a little grouchy. The dogs are getting a little bit better. The dogs are about 50-50 pooping outside now. The rose and the thorn is a house full of people. I know exactly what you mean. Double-edged sword. Or just, sword. I think most of them have double edges. Mean Dad? Uh-oh. Was Dad mean? Tell me about Dad, Ms. Melro. What did he do? What did Dad do? I'm guessing that's a thorn. I can't even imagine Dad being mean to anybody else. Hey, you hung out with a neighbor last night. That's wonderful. I knew you were trying to make some friends in the neighborhood, and I knew that they weren't always as friendly as they ought to be. I'm so glad you had a chance to get together and spend some time with them. What'd you end up doing? Anything fun? You play a game? You do some art? What's the good times to be had out there with your neighbors? I'm still waiting to find out how my dad was mean. I can't even picture it. I can't even imagine a mean dad. We'll find out. Tell you what, we ran out of stuff to say, so rather than letting this dead air go, I'm going to go ahead and spin the wheel again, all right? But keep typing. We'll keep talking. We got time. All right, here we go. Well, Shakespeare. Nice. Let's go to the Shakespeare stage. How could they not love you? Right? That's what I keep saying. I think he's talking to Shane. Let's see. Now, DJ Shayna's thorn is we stayed up all night long, so now I'm feeling very low energy. Sounds like a rose and a thorn, as so often they are. A little bit of both. What did you stay up all night doing? If you know, it's not my place to ask. I don't. If it's private, just say so. But if you did anything fun all night, what'd you do? I'm curious. You feel like you should have shared better roses and thorns? It's not over. I'm just moving along. We're talking roses and thorns till you got the most. And I still want more happy memories. I still would like a happy memory from everybody, from their dad. I would love a happy memory of your dad. I'd love to hear it. Dad. Hey, Stephanie, I'd love to hear a happy memory of our dad. I'm interested. And I'd like to see him typed out. That's fun. All right, let's do the Shakespeare, and then we'll come back. But don't get distracted by this foolishness. This is just, this is the side gig. Okay, be right back. This is one of Dad's favorites. This is from A Midsummer Night's Dream. This is the ending of it, I believe. I hope you enjoy it. And it's Puck, so I'm going to try kind of a fairyish character and see how it feels. I bet you it feels really stupid. Here we go. Yes, as a fairy voice, that's what I'm going for now. Yes, fairy. If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle time, no more yielding, but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And, as I am an honest Puck, if we have unearned luck now to scrape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long. Else the Puck a liar call. So, good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends. Lovely. Oh, here we go. Oh, this is great. Let's talk about the roses and thorns here. Great memories with my dad. I gave him. Oops, that's all right. Oh, Stephanie says, the dad said he'd like me to visit. Isn't that nice? That is a rose, and I'm so glad you took the time to do it. It makes me so happy that you get to spend today together. And I get to spend a little bit of it with you. That's very, very special. It's lovely. Here's what DJ says. My dad loved hearing me play the piano, so sometimes on the weekends he would drive me around the different hotels in Atlanta where we lived, where he would let me play the piano at each hotel in the lobby. And he sat there watching me, so proud. And I know it sounds weird, but it's a great memory. That doesn't sound weird at all. That sounds absolutely lovely. Thank you very much for sharing that. I didn't know my dad until I moved to Florida. And I'm just curious what he was like. Maybe you heard something about him. Do you have any happy memories with him? I'll give a little bit of history. My dad's father was not married to my grandmother when I met her for the first time. I'm not sure what the timing of the whole thing was. But my grandmother remarried a man named Andrew Johnstone, and he was the grandfather that I knew on that side of the family. I think I might have met Stephen Millwater, that's my dad's father, once when I was a baby, but I don't have any memories of him, so I'm always curious to hear the stories. All right. But when you did move to Florida and you got to know your dad, tell me about him, if you feel like it. All right, let's spin the wheel. Ooh, prose. Nice. Let's head to the prose library. Headphones on. Here we go. Andy was a saint. That's Andrew Johnstone. Andy was a saint. He was a very kind man to me. I remember that. And it was a time where it was very hard to be kind to me because I was kind of a huge pain in the ass. Okay. Let's start with... I got a good one. Got some more Bertrand Russell. I love Bertrand Russell. I just started following him recently. This is an excerpt from an outline on intellectual rubbish by Bertrand Russell. If an opinion contrary to your own makes you angry, that's how that starts. If an opinion contrary to your own makes you angry, that is a sign that you are subconsciously aware of having no good reason for thinking as you do. The most savage controversies are those about matters as to which there is no good evidence either way. Persecution is used in theology, not in arithmetic, because in arithmetic there is knowledge, but in theology there is only opinion. So whenever you find yourself getting angry about a difference of opinion, be on your guard. You will probably find, on examination, that your belief is going beyond what the evidence warrants. I like that stuff. All right. No new information on the chat there. So let's spin the wheel again. Zen Koan. All right. Meet me at the campfire. Here's some information. Shayna says, also, my dad has zero musical talent whatsoever, but he wanted me to teach him how to play piano. So for a short time when I was in elementary school, I used to give him piano lessons for 25 cents each. That's beautiful. He wasn't very good, and I gave him lots of written homework that he didn't always do, but it was always good quality time and makes me smile to think about. That is absolutely lovely. Shayna, you paint and play the piano. Forget the age difference. It's true. These are things that we Millwater men prize highly. She does. Plays the piano. Also, pretty good lip syncer. You should be posting some dad jokes. You got a great face. I love seeing your face on video. You hardly ever post pictures of you talking. All right. Let's do a Zen Koan. This is Zen Koan number 56. The True Path. Just before Ninakawa passed away, the Zen master, something went wrong. Let's try again. Just before Ninakawa passed away, the Zen master Ikkyu visited him. Shall I lead you on? Ikkyu asked. Ninakawa replied, I came here alone, and I go alone. What help could you be to me? Ikkyu answered, if you think you really come and go, that is your delusion. Let me show you the path on which there is no coming and no going. With his words, Ikkyu had revealed the path so clearly that Ninakawa smiled and passed away. Lovely. All right, let's spin the wheel. It's flirting. All right, wisdom. Let's lay down some wisdom from on high. Here's a question. It says, did you hear about the two guys who stole a calendar? Was it because they couldn't get a date? That's all I could think of. If that's not it, I'll try something else. Let's do some wisdom. I got some good stuff for you. Hold on. I also picked out, besides that wonderful piece from Mark Twain, this is wisdom from Jeff Brown about what we cherish and what we love. Jeff Brown. When we are young, it's the illusion of perfection that we fall in love with. As we age, it's the humanness that we fall in love with. The poignant stories of overcoming, the depthful vulnerability of aging, the struggles that grew us in karmic stature, the way a soul shaped itself to accommodate its circumstances. With less energy to hold up our armor, we are revealed, and in the revealing, we call out to each other's hearts. Where we once saw imperfect scars, we now see evidence of a life fully lived. Nice. Oh, they each got 6 months. Hey, that's because they got caught stealing a calendar. All right, okay, hold on. I'm going to go to the joke room, see if I can't do this. Here we go. Did you hear about the two guys that got caught stealing a calendar? The judge gave them each 6 months. All right, that was fun. Yeah, it is. Thank you, Dad. Whoop, a cappella, we'll do a song. It really does mean the world to me that you come and spend this time with me every week, Dad. So nice to have your company. Really do appreciate it. This is a song I know you love, and it's one of my favorites too. This is Always Look on the Bright Side of Life by Eric Idle. Some things in life are bad. They can really make you mad. Other things just make you swear and curse. When you're chewing on life's gristle, don't grumble, give a whistle. And this'll help things turn out for the best. And always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the light side of life. If life seems jolly rotten, there's something you've forgotten, and that's to smile and laugh and dance and sing. When you're feeling in the dumps, don't be silly chumps. Just purse your lips and whistle, that's the thing. And always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the light side of life. For life is quite absurd, and death's the final word. You must always face the curtain with a bow. Forget about your sin, give the audience a grin. Enjoy it, it's your last chance anyhow. So always look on the bright side of death. Just before you draw your terminal breath. Life's a piece of shit when you look at it. Life's a laugh and death's a joke is true. You'll see it's all a show, keep 'em laughing as you go. Just remember that the last laugh is on you. And always look on the bright side of life. Everybody! Always look on the light side of life. Come on, Dad. Always look on the bright side of life. Always look on the light side of life. Fun. There we go. All right. Couple new comments. You come to talk to Shayna. Okay, I see what you're doing there. Yeah, I do too. This is fun. Good at whistling. Very kind of you to say. My dad loved to whistle. I do it too much. I remember, this is probably the song that I learned to whistle with. I remember I learned to whistle, in a room at Disney World that was full with animatronic birds. I'd been trying to whistle for months, and you guys took me to Disney World, and we were sitting in some kind of cafe, something where they had all kinds of animatronic birds, and I learned how to whistle. And I remember George Poyer, who's a good friend of my dad's I spent my summer with a couple times. He said I couldn't carry a tune in a wheelbarrow, but I kept on whistling anyway. Dad never could whistle. I never noticed it. Oh, okay, we got a question. Hold on. What's a good name for a mountain climber? Let's see. Doug is the opposite. Top, Perry, Zenith, Peak, Peaky. I don't know. What is a good name for a mountain climber? And while you're asking, how are the dogs? Have they stopped pooping on the floor? They have not stopped pooping on the floor at night, but they have cut down during the day. I'm very careful to take them out every couple hours now, and they're getting better. They're starting to get the hint. So I think by next week after, we could have clean floors yet again. Debbie's taking the last 3 days off, so, give Joy a hint. Nice. Oh, me a hint, right. He's one of the characters in Cheer. What is a good name for a mountain climber? Well, it's not Sam. It's not Coach. It's not Woody. Cliff. It's Cliff. It's Cliff. That's it. Cliff's a good name for a mountain climber. I got it. Thank you very much. Cliff. All right. Let's spin the wheel. Oh, monologue. Nice. Let's head to the theater. Here's a good one. This is one that I've always associated with my dad and dads in general. It's about baseball. And it's from the film Field of Dreams, which I will watch later on today, I think, after I watch Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, which is the movie I associate most with fatherhood. Isn't that weird? This is People Will Come from Field of Dreams. Ray, people will come, Ray. They'll come to Iowa for reasons they can't even fathom. They'll turn up your driveway not knowing for sure why they're doing it. They'll arrive at your door as innocent as children longing for the past. Oh, of course. We don't mind if you look around, you'll say. It's only $20 per person. They'll pass over the money without even knowing why they're doing it. For it is money they have, and peace they lack. They'll walk out to the bleachers and sit in shirt sleeves on a perfect afternoon. They'll find they have reserved seats somewhere along one of the base lines where they sat when they were children and cheered their heroes. And they'll watch the game, and it'll be as if they've dipped themselves in magic waters. The memories will be so thick they'll have to brush them away from their faces. The one constant through all the years, Ray, has been baseball. America has rolled by like an army of steamrollers. It's been erased like a blackboard, rebuilt and erased again. But baseball has marked the time. This field, this game, it's a part of our past, Ray. It reminds us all of that which was once good, and it could be again. Oh, people will come, Ray. People will most definitely come. I like that one. Sweet. All right, let's spend the week. Poem. All right, let's head to the Poetry Club. I've got one I just discovered this week as well. This is called Not, period, by Erin, E-R-I-N, Hanson. It sounds a little bit like Fight Club at the beginning, but I assure you, it is not. Here we go. You are not your age, nor the size of clothes you wear. You are not a weight, or the color of your hair. You are not your name, or the dimples in your cheeks. You are all the books you read, and all the words you speak. You are your croaky morning voice and the smiles you try to hide. You're the sweetness in your laughter and every tear you've cried. You're the songs you sing so loudly when you know you're all alone. You're the places that you've been to and the one that you call home. You're the things that you believe in and the people that you love. You're the photos in your bedroom and the future you dream of. You're made of so much beauty, but it seems that you forgot when you decided that you were defined by all the things you're not. Yay! I'm so tired from the all-nighter, hope to take a nap, and be well rested so I can come to the dad show tonight. Don't want to miss it. I hope to see you there. And especially because I know you get the dad joke book and you're locked and loaded. I saw you put some more of my artwork into the interview shows. Thank you so much. My pleasure. Thank you for letting me share it. I just love the textures that it adds. I try to use a different one of your paintings every week. 2 of them, in fact. One for the Johnny, and then one for the Johnny's Happy Place underneath. What a great poem. I really enjoyed that. Well, let's see. Let's go back to the chat, shall I? So anybody has any requests or anything, I'm happy to do them. Otherwise, I think I might call this one early. I play a little bit of the game. For those of you that never play, I don't want Dad to leave. He always leaves when I play the game. So if there's anything else that anybody would like to share, I'd be very grateful for you to share it. That's the one down there. I like that one. I really like the ones that are orange-based. They pop really well. Hi. Oh, good. There's Stephanie. Hi. How you doing? Tell me a happy memory, if you can. Guess what? Pepper's birthday tomorrow. 10th birthday tomorrow. I did not know that. Happy birthday to Pepper. I'll see if we don't talk about that. Fair enough. We'll talk about Pepper's birthday then. Wish she was still a puppy. She's still such a tiny, sweet dog. I love her. I'm happy to see her. I remember you posted a picture the other day of her watching you play the keyboard. That's the best. My dogs, when I play the piano, they come and lie down next to it so they can sort of feel the piano. I'll play as much as they want to. What are you going to do to celebrate? That's always interesting. What are you going to do to celebrate? You get her some kind of dog cake? I know you like to celebrate. I don't even know when my dog's birthdays are. Still trying to figure it out. Well, I am out of things to read. Fight Club. Oh, we don't talk about Fight Club. Now I get it. You don't talk about being in Fight Club. That's very true. I love that one. Dad and I both love Fight Club. Hey, Dad! I've been meaning to talk to you about the new Doctor Who. Every week I keep on forgetting to mention it, but I'm very curious what your thoughts are on the last season of Doctor Who. For those of you that don't know, Doctor Who is a wonderful British series that's been on since the 1960s. It's like James Bond, where the lead actor who plays the character called the Doctor changes every 3 or 4 years. The red, yellow art does pop the way you use them in the Happy Place. It's nice, right? And it's got a little tiny bit of movement just to help draw the eye. I like it a lot. But this last season, we got a new doctor. His name is Ncuti Gatwa, spelled N-C-U-T-I Gatwa. And I'm really interested what your perspective are. Some episodes are really good. Dot and Bubble was fantastic. The one with the maestro and the Beatles, I did not enjoy at all. There seems to be a lot more going on in the background than they used to have. I don't know how else to explain it, especially in a public forum. But I'm curious what your thoughts are. Because I've seen you watched them, and I wondered if you liked them. Well, I am meeting with thank you so much for asking. I am meeting with my new group today. We have a couple folks who are coming for the first time today. Very excited about that. A little nervous. I hope they like it. I hope they're interested in doing the work and growing with me and putting on a really cool show. Has moments, really good looking assistant. That's true. Ruby is adorable. If you like little blonde girls, Ruby Sunday is the companion right now. Very, very cute lady. And apparently she has some kind of mystical background. Makes things snow. I don't understand how it works yet, but I will soon enough, because next week is the series finale. They call it a series in England. Good looking assistant. Fair enough. All right. Well, I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and start the game. I think let's head on, play the game. We got a little time. Thanks for spending time. Let's give this a shot since we got Stephanie here and Dad. I think with 4 players, me, Shayna, Dad, Stephanie, I think with 4 players we could really make some progress. For those of you who never played before, it's fairly simple. Welcome. There you go. In the video game vault. Fairly simple. A whole bunch of words are going to appear on the screen about my new group and project. Well, yeah, I can share that. Let's save it for next week. I'll tell you about it at lunch. I'm still trying to lock it down. I've got about 3/4 of it figured out, but I need to figure out who the core team is, and I don't want to lock anything down until I know everybody's on the same page. So maybe one more week until I start letting the details out. But it's for a monthly show and podcast that is a very specific format and a very specific feel to it, and that feel is full of joy and love. That's what I'm trying to do. It's a celebration of joy and love. It's going to be called Joyful Noise, and that's all I'm willing to say right now. But it's got myself, it's got Craig Carlin, a whole bunch of other comics you really enjoy, and a couple others who might be interested in the coming weeks. We'll find out. But let's do this. Fairly simple. And here we go. You try to guess the words just like Boggle. All right. Now, there's always a 6-letter word. I mean, there's always a word that uses all the letters. So see if you can find that first. I got a 4-letter. There we go. Apically? Apically. I look forward to telling you more about it. Oikpla. Oikpli. Piley. Coily. Thing. There we go. I got one. Ooh, ploy. That's a good one. All right, almost there. We're in. Well done, everybody. Going to the next round. Don't be afraid to jump in and try. No wrong answers. Except, the ones that aren't. Okay, there's wrong answers. Forget I said that. Copley, Apply, Ipley, Isoli. Coilippen, Kloppen. Polecken. Oh, hey! I wanted to talk promotion, too. But I was hoping there would be some, consequently, somebody's a little bit more active on Twitch. I wanted to talk about how we can try to promote the show to different outlets than our friends on Facebook, because they already know. But I joined a whole bunch of Facebook groups for poetry, and I'm hoping to paste. Okay, bye, Dad. I love you. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day, Andy. Happy Father's Day, Stephanie. And I'll see you guys soon. I'm so happy you're there to celebrate with Dad. Make it a special day for him. I love you. All right. Here we go. Round 2. I think I got this one. Got one. All right. Never prospers. I already got that one. Good guess, though. Let's see. Good. Up. Too slow. Hang in there. There you go. There you go. Let's see. Keith, Heath. There we go. Ooh, etch. Good one. Wouldn't have thought of that. All right, one more. We got this. We can do it. There we go. Next round. Such an ugly word. Very good. That's all I got. Still, 80's not too shabby. Tech, did we get it in time? No, not that time. That's all right. Still, doing great. Up to level 2. No hassles so far. Let's try again. Round 3. Hmm. Linking. Nice. Like linking rings. It's a classic magician thing. No wonder I thought of it. I think we're the only ones in the chat. Yes. Everybody else left to go have food. Ooh, inkling. Very nice. Nine, line, link. Link. Oh, you got link. Never mind. Inky. Come on. We can do 3 more points. 3 more points. Kiln. Right? All right, we're over the top. We're going to the next round. I wouldn't even worry about it anymore. Linking, liking, clinging, glink, glin. Wow, there's another word besides linking that uses all those letters. So let's see. Kilning. Figured it out. Didn't even know kilning was a word. That's enough. I don't need more than that. 72 out of 49. That's worth at least 1 star if you ask me. Two stars. Respect. All right. I'm on top for now. Let's try again. 3rd round. Keep an eye out for trick words. Sometimes they have us put on letters that aren't even there. Let's see. Form words. Okay, so they're all here. Ooh, I got one. Oh, my pleasure. Whoops. Thank you so much for asking me to share a few memories of my dad. Most people don't ask me to share stories from my parents, so it meant a lot to me. It meant a lot to me, too. Thank you for telling me. I like those stories very much, and I appreciate you sharing them. I know it's days like today are the hardest, so I'm glad you got to spend a little time in the happy memories. Let's see. It's important that you are keeping him in your memories. Boom! All right. Yes. Yay, pings. It counts, doesn't it? All right. And if you can't think of a word, better not cheat. No peeking. It's coming up great. All right. Now we got the 5-letter words. Let's see. We got pike. We got pine. Ooh, pink. Good one. You're not going to give me pine? Don't be like that. There we go. Pine, e-pine, g-pine, ping, hygiene. Ooh, it's close. Gnip, gnop. Didn't make it. Ah, well. Ah, well. Keeping. Oh, that would have been good. Ah, well, that was fun, Shayna. I think I'm going to wrap it up. Get ready for the big rating thing in here. So, back to the talk show desk. That was a good one. Couple of really high level scores. I enjoyed that. Looking forward to seeing you on Tuesday. Thank you so much for that kind invitation. Looking forward to heading out there. I love to play. That's fun. Sorry there's not more people, so we can't get a little bit farther, but we'll keep trying. And we'll talk. I think the secret is to either we need to spend some more time in other people's popular Twitch feeds. I highly recommend Courtney Visser. She's fantastic, has lots of followers, and she's very fond of me, and she's very kind. And then we'll find a couple other people who aren't, musicians mostly, I think. The video game players would not enjoy this for a second unless they miss their own dad for some reason. And also, I think we could post short videos of me reading poetry from the stream onto the poetry Facebook sites. Just like one a week, something like that, just to let them know I exist. And that might bring a couple people in. And then comments aren't hidden. So you can actually say, hey, you can follow me on Twitch. We'll try that. We'll talk about it too. Maybe we can Google it. We'll talk about it on Tuesday and figure it out. But I had a great time today. Man, my dad, I'm just so happy that my dad gets to be with his kids today. Everybody except me and Kim. I'm assuming she's out adventuring somewhere. And I'm excited to get to spend some time with my kids, and I'm excited to get to spend some time with you. So I'll see you at the big show, and it'll be a lot of fun. Thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you again next week. And remember, the only way to save this country is for all of us to love one another. So love yourself first, then love somebody else. Then, if you can, love everybody. That's what I'm trying to do. We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep shining through just like you always do, and the blue skies will push the dark clouds far away. And would you please say hello to the folks that I know and tell them I won't be long. You'll be happy to know that as you saw me go, I was singing this song. We'll meet again, don't know where, I don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Thanks for watching, and until next time, be good, but not too good.